UNC Asheville's Amnesty International chapter recently hosted its third annual Human Rights Film Festival, featuring 11 different human rights documentaries from around the world.
The general theme of the whole festival is human rights pretty much all across the globe. We have a number of films from Africa, South America, Asia. We have a couple from home here in the States.
The films were shown on UNC Asheville's campus in Lipinski Hall and at Asheville Pizza and Brewing Company. Professors and students involved in the festival said they hoped the films would expose audiences to situations which they otherwise would never experience.
The reason I use film is not that they would see human rights violations, it's the fact that they may never encounter that. So I see this as sort of a halfway measure between having no exposure whatsoever. And the other extreme would be actually witnessing human rights violations.
In Sierra Leone's Refugee All-Stars, a man had his hand chopped off by a machete, and you see that. You can't get that image out of your head that easily.
That there are certain movies that when the lights come on, there's just absolute silence. In this year, the movie that to me did that more than anything was Winter in Baghdad, following some children who live in Baghdad and just their lives since the war started.
Americans don't really seem to understand that their rights are so great, literally, and that other people don't have the same opportunities that they do. And I hope that people will understand that more. They will be able to take these stories into their own lives and figure out, how can I help this person?
Over 800 people attended this year's festival, many of whom were UNC Asheville students. Students said they were affected by the situations portrayed in the films.
Made me feel like I shouldn't go get in my car and drive home. It makes me feel like, I buy gas every week and it makes me feel like I'm personally responsible, which I guess is probably the aim of the film.
This country called Azerbaijan, and it was about a pipeline that was recently put in there, and human rights infractions that followed suit, mostly poor labor conditions, that sort of thing. Also indigenous people getting forced off their land for the pipeline.
We as an organization, as Amnesty International, we can help them try to find ways to help those people. So that's my biggest goal.
For more information about Amnesty International at UNC Asheville, contact Chapter Advisor Mark Gibney at 250-3870. For Mountain Highlights, I'm Nora Stoney.